Hi there, my name is Krista. I'm the author of The Radical Angel, a true story. Please find links to my ebook, my social media sites, and to a link to your birth chart site called Always Astrology, and those will be in the description box below. When you visit Always Astrology, you just plug in your birth chart information and it will tell you it'll give you a snapshot of your entire birth chart so you will know what your moon and your rising signs are. That way, if you find for any reason that this reading does not resonate with you, you can try viewing your moon and rising signs and see if that adds any clarity for you. My website will be available at the end of June, but until then, if you're looking for private readings, you can contact me through social media. And subscribe to the channel for weekly readings and for videos about other subjects that may appeal to you. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Take what resonates, leave the rest. So I'm dealing with 3 decks today. We're doing the Medicine Card Totem Animals, the Wisdom of the Oracle, and the Angel Oracles. I'm doing a 3-card reading, central issue 2 clarifiers in the bottom of the deck for a general energy for the week of April 8th to the 14th. I know it's a teeny bit late, bear with me. And let's begin. So Sagittarius, I wish for you all success and joy and wellness. I invoke spirits of love, light, and beauty. I call upon Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. I ask Mother Gaia to bless this reading for Sagittarius. So what are the general messages for Sagittarius for the week of April 8th to April 14th? Also, Sagittarius, if you want to look up or just Google Taurus in retrograde, you can learn what that means for your sign until it goes direct in, I believe, first week of May. Taurus is the 2nd house, which is the sign of possessions. And you can just look up what that means for your sign. The first card, the central issue at the top column, is Ant. Ant's keyword is patience, and its number is 32. In numerology, that is 2 times 6, which is, 2 times 3, which is 6, and any denomination of 3, 6, 9, and 12 are highly spiritual numbers, so we're looking at a spiritual matter for you. Generally speaking, let's look at what surrounds the central issue, which is patience. What are the general messages for Sagittarius for the week of April 8th to the 14th? If the shuffling is becoming irritating, please feel free to skip ahead to when the cards are actually out. A lot of tarot readers cut the deck and pull from the center or what have you, or even from the top. I used to do that ages ago, but I have found when reading now that I really prefer for jumpers such as that. So the clarifier to the right of the ant is Lynx. It's number 18 and its numerology is 9. So we're looking at another spiritual card. And Lynx keyword is secrets. So let's look for one more clarifier, and there we are. All right, transformation, the number 9, which is the card butterfly. So again, we're looking at a lot of spiritual influence here. 9, 6, and 9. And then at the bottom of the deck, the beautiful hummingbird. And you'll have to forgive me, I'm going to have to look up its keyword. I think its keyword is joy, but let's visit that in depth in just one moment. So we're going to do the same with the Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle deck here, and just draw a central and 2 clarifiers, and then look at the bottom of the deck. So what are the general messages for Sagittarius for the week of April 8th to April 14th? Wow, that's a lot of cards, so let's put those back in. General messages for Sagittarius, 8th to the 14th. Sagittarius, your planet is Jupiter, excuse me, which is the planet of expansion. So when you look up your chart, for example, you will find that you have Jupiter in a sign, and that will help you understand a little bit more about yourself, about where your home planet sits until you do that. Let's look at your central card in the bottom column, which is number 22, and it is blessed. So can't beat that. Who doesn't like to be blessed? 22 in numerology is 4, which is the foundational card. It's something you will find in the material world. So you are blessed in the material world, for example. That could be anything from your health to your home to your career, even just to your general environment, because this is a general reading. And like I encourage all other signs to do, if there are terminologies, words, or concepts that I'm using when reading the cards that appeal to you over others, please use your intuition and take what resonates with you and apply that to your situation for the next week. And there's so much beauty and symbolism in the artwork, so I will ask you to take what resonates in the actual artwork itself. Another gorgeous card. I love this card. This is called No Place Like Home. It's card 50. And 50 is stability. It's something in the stable in the real world as well. So beautiful. So it looks like there's a lot of stability at home. It looks like you're blessed at home. The home is also in relation to the 4th house. So home could even be family for you. The 4th house is family and mother, foundations, that type of thing. So, whoa. Let's get one more clarifier, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck. And we're looking for general messages for Sagittarius for the week of April 8th to the 14th. I just want one more card. That's the one. Here we go. All right, and at the end of the bottom row is number 6, Not For You. And that image is of a chessboard being held up sort of in animated suspension with a fortune cookie in the center saying nope. And then at the bottom of the deck, another gorgeous card, which is Fork in the Road. Its number is 13, so looking like another foundational number. And Fork in the Road is generally, very simply, a decision. It's a decision that you're making or that you have to make that is going to affect your physical world. So let's look a little bit in detail at the cards here. We've got the ant. And these are busy, I was going to say beavers, but ants, as you know, they're busy and they're smart and they're dedicated and they're all about community. However, its keywords by the authors in the totem animal story is patience. So we're just going to look at some general terms that the authors wrote about when they designed the card to apply it to the top row reading. So, and some of the key words are group mind, self-sacrifice, and patience, obviously. You never have to worry that you're going without. Something better or equal to what you wanted will be yours. What is yours will come to you. You trust in the universe to provide. You don't have to push. You don't have to work harder. You simply have to be open to it and believe that it is available to you, whatever it is. Are you working for the good of the whole? So again, just some terms to recognize here. Sagittarius is generally a pretty jovial, accepting, and expressive sign. Doesn't hold grudges easily, and is a little bit irreverent, looks to humor in most situations, or uses humor to disarm or to make a point. So I would just, this is speaking to maybe having patience with the people around you more so than yourself. And this could even be transformational for you, because if you are impatient with other people who maybe are holding secrets, or you feel like you're not being told everything, I would just be patient, because things will be made evident to you sooner than later. So have patience that, you know what, it'll come to light on its own. You're not going to have to push for that. And in saying that, the qualifier to the right is the lynx, and its keyword is secrets. And I hope you can see his or her eyes, but the artist has painted this critter's eyes so intensely that even when you're looking straight at this animal, she looks like she's looking right at you, even though she's veering off a little bit to the side. So, and lynx, I mean, let's apply it to Egyptian mythology, which is, you know, the land of secrets, the great cat of secrets. So again, this is something either you're holding or someone else is holding around you. Let's look at some of the general terminology that the artists and authors used when creating this card. So it's saying that you are not the guardian of secrets, but you are the knower of secrets. And because lynx is generally playful, or would be rather off chasing something, at this time, it's asking you to pay attention to what the secrets are, either that you have or other people have around you. Again, you don't have to go pushing for it or asking. It'll be made available to you. You have a certain type of clairvoyance. You see what is hidden, either from yourself or others, even including their lies and self-deceptions. You simply know. So it's a card of knowing. And any other additional messages here? It's to teach you of your personal power and things you may have forgotten about yourself. So again, I'm just going to ask that you have some patience with yourself this week, Sagittarius, in anything that's coming to light. Again, because this is highly spiritual here, and then we have 8, which is foundational over here. What you're doing in a spiritual level, on a spiritual level here, or internal or instinctively, however you want to look at that, is going to play out in the real world. But its manifestation in the real world amounts to joy. So whatever the secret is not negative. There's nothing negative about any of this. And let's look at the butterfly for any additional messages. Like I said, its keyword is transformation. So are you at the point where you need to make a decision? Are you developing an idea? And are you sharing your ideas? It is self-transformation, not of the actual world, but like I said, physical world. But it will play a part for you in the natural world. So just, you know what, have patience. I think this is what it's saying overall. I would just, and you're pretty good at, you know, like Sagittarians are like pretty cool. They're pretty chill overall. Like I said, they're slow to anger, slow slow to anger, quick to forgive. So, you know, keep doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what's best for you, and you're not out hurting anyone. And no one's out hurting you. This secret doesn't seem to be too upsetting or controlling. And it might even work out to your benefit. You might even find like, oh, you can relax now because it's not a secret anymore, and it transformed the way you think, or you, because you were patient, transformed the way the secret came about. So it's a matter of clarity and transformation. And number 44 is the general energy around the top spread for the week, which is a beautiful hummingbird at the flower. And like I said, its keyword is joy, so let's just look at some of the keywords that the authors used when creating this card. Hummingbird is associated with duality, pure vibration of joy, magic, love magic, bliss, love, beauty, celestial music, harmony, even art. So joy and magic generally are the terms to be associated with this here as well. Joy and magic will be manifested in the physical world by you having patience, being willing to undergo a transformative experience because of or in search of secrets. And again, this doesn't have to be like this weird life-altering secret. This can it's just for the week, so it could be something that was within you or that you find out about, but it's not going to be exhausting and overwhelming. It's just going to be like, oh, and you probably already knew it, right? So the central card for the bottom row is blessed. This is gorgeous as well. This is what looks like a mermaid, and her tail's all curled up. And she's sort of floating in this purpley, dreamy outer space with lots of stars. So, and she's got a crown of stars as well. So quite beautiful. And let's look up some of the keywords that the authors, when they created this deck, wanted to relay. And blessed, just from an obvious perspective to me, just means like you can rest easy. Blessed, patience, calm, being even able to let go. You know, if something's not for you, Sagittarius, you're practiced in letting things go. You're not assigned to hold on to things naturally in terms of getting attached to them and then having difficulty letting go. So let's look at what they're saying here. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from spirit. And again, we're looking at grace, beauty, love, joy over here. So not terribly surprised that this is in your reading, Sagittarius, just because your sign is so effervescent and so joyous in the first place. Like I said, your planet is Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion. It's jovial, loves life, loves beauty, loves advancement, education, spirituality. So you are blessed. You are very blessed, and this may be a week where you're either becoming aware of it for the first time, or you're giving more energy to it and accepting it and saying, you know what, this is important. Not everyone is blessed. Not everyone has these types of personality traits that makes life a little bit easier, or the road to your wants and desires a little bit easier. So don't take that for granted, but know that you deserve it, that you do deserve to feel blessed, because you do have a lot of beautiful, positive energy. And to the right, as a clarifier, is the No Place Like Home, which is card number 5. And this is just so precious. Like, this is growing up in the air, again, with all the purpley colors. And the light is shining from within. So, I mean, this just speaks to a happy home and stability, something that you've created. So let's look at number 50 quickly. And some of the major terms that the artists spoke about. So authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. Again, this is beautiful, and this could be part and parcel of you feeling blessed, where now you're becoming more aware of other people's lifestyles or situations or patterns or even problems or secrets, and you're becoming more and more aware of just how fortunate you really are, Sagittarius, and that your fortune lies in your home, in your relationships at home. So never take that for granted. I don't think you will. I think you're too smart for that. And then to the left as a qualifier is the card Not For You. So again, it's got the fortune cookie in the center with the great big nope. So let's look at what that might mean in terms of transformation. Maybe it isn't a good time to undergo transformation, but maybe the transformation states that you're more blessed if you let it go. Maybe it's not as important as you thought it was going to be. Or maybe what you thought you wanted for yourself isn't what's best for you right now, and it's a blessing. So a clear knowing that something is being denied to you. A rejection is God's protection. So again, this could have something strictly to do with your relationships at home, the stability at home on a spiritual level. I think this is something that's happening internally to you. I think this is something that you, Sagittarius, are becoming very aware of in your own time, on your own clock, piece by piece, but you're sort of putting things together and you're saying, you know what, I am blessed. I do have it made. I really don't have any complaints. And if something was denied to me that I thought I needed, it's probably for the best that it wasn't. And I'm not missing anything. And this could very well have been what you have just undergone, or what will bring you to that place where you are in a position to accept what's happening, and that is the fork in the road, which is 13. And again, you're looking at a number of foundations. Another beautiful card. And some of the symbology in this card as well are there's a monkey, there's an owl, and I believe that's a llama. And there is literally a fork in the road with lots of signs on it. So let's see what they were discussing here when they created the card, and we'll just get a general message. The time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Well, again, not too overwhelming. This is, and because I'm looking at the symbology really closely here, there's lilacs and flowers and woods, and it's very springy. And there's the owl, and the owl, its symbology is always wisdom. So I don't think you're going to be too surprised if something doesn't work out. It's going to be small scale, by the way. This is going to be small scale. This isn't going to be something, lavish and all falling apart. It is just simply going to be something that you thought that you wanted or desired or needed or was privy to. And you know what? You're going to make a decision one way or the other. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to keep looking for it, or I'm going to accept that it's not for me. And either way, you're not going to be missing any joy or peace, because these are foundational to the energies for the next week. So new major concerns here. So we're just going to draw one more card from the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards for any additional guidance or messages for our dear Sagittarius. So what are some additional messages for Sagittarius for the week of April 8th to April 14th? All right. And its key card is celebration. How wonderful. Again, with the planet of expansion, not too surprised. She's at the edge of the waterway here on land, but she's suspended and her arms are open wide. So just fully accepting with the sky and what has been given to you, or what you've searched for, is a cause for celebration. So just beautiful terminology here, Sagittarius, with all your cards. patience, transformation, joy, happiness, blessed, understanding that something wasn't meant for you and not being too upset about it, and just making an important decision, and being able to find celebration in throughout the week, regardless of what's going on. So really hope that you appreciated and enjoyed your reading today, Sagittarius. Please join me next week for your next weekly reading, and take good care of yourself until then. Bye now.